That's right. It was a motivated Rams team that took the road trip to Philly. And in the fourth quarter, Eagles with the lead. And it's Snowquan Barkley taking it 78 yards to the crib. That was his second rushing touchdown of the day. Barkley went for 205 on the ground. He was a beast in this one. And then with seconds remaining, Matt Stafford trying to make something happen on fourth down. And he could not find Puka Nacua. It is your Eagles that win this one 28-22. And they will be facing their NFC East foe in the NFC Championship game.
And Nate, after the game, it was our own Evan Washburn catching up with Eagles DB Isaiah Rodgers.
Congratulations, a wild game in wild conditions. What was required to get this win?
We just had to lean on our brothers, man. You know, we worked all year for this. We worked all year for these type of moments. And it just come down to what it's all of us. We are our biggest opponent, man. And we know that when we come out here and just do what we need to do, we got to be better outcomes like this. We got to keep going.
This defense set the tone. What impact do you think your unit made in this game?
We never let our heads down, despite the weather, despite like the score or anything like that. We just kept going. We knew it wasn't over until it was over, so we just had to keep going.
What was it like to play in these conditions?
It's fun. You know, it's moments like this you dream as a kid, so just out here having fun, man, living the dream.
Heading to an NFC Championship game, your thoughts on a matchup with the Commanders?
We got to be ready. We know they're ready. We know this is what everybody's waiting on, so we got to go out there and do what we do and play ball.
Congrats. Enjoy it.
Appreciate you.
And we will be waiting for it as well. So taking a look at the bracket, with the win, the Eagles are moving on to the NFC title game. They will host the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, in the AFC, the Chiefs are awaiting the winner of tonight's comment.
Yeah, I thought the Eagles were fantastic today, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Carter is the most disruptive player on the Eagles roster. I mean, Bond played excellent, all of those things, but Jalen Carter making plays in the run game, sacks against Stafford, just constant pressures, impressive performance from the defense.
One of the best investments I've seen in NFL history was the Eagles going after Saquon Barkley and paying him. He is quickly just rising up the charts of becoming a Philly legend. If they can close this out and make this a Super Bowl run, he will be one of the best Philly sports heroes ever.
The third time they're going to meet, Washington and Philadelphia. And Washington won the last one that was in Washington. This will be a game, again, they know each other well. Can the young man, will he blink? Jaden Daniels
hasn't blinked yet, Coach.
He's answered every challenge that's been thrown at him. Can he do it one more time?
Well, Daniels, just say Daniel was in the Lion's Den. He came out unscathed. Right? No doubt about that. Yeah. Hey, folks, time now to make every moment more with FanDuel. Your best hunch could be the play of the day.
Well, we talked about James Cook. I mean, he's the guy that's kind of the engine on that team with Josh Allen. So I'm taking James Cook to score a touchdown, an anytime touchdown.
Yeah, if you pay attention to this Ravens offense, yes, they have Lamar Jackson. He could throw the ball and use his legs. They have Derrick Henry in the backfield, but they really work through Mark Andrews. So I'm going with Mark Andrews and anytime TD.
Yeah, in that Week 4 matchup, the running backs for the Baltimore Ravens were a problem for the Buffalo Bills, covering them out of the backfield. My hunch, Justice Hill, anytime touchdown. This guy's going to make an impact on this ball game, whether it's through the run game or catching a pass out of the backfield.
All right, the weather is here, and it is frigid, and there is Jordan Phillips rocking the winter coat under his jersey. Just like him, you better bundle up, because it is the game of the year. With that quarterback, Josh Allen, up against Lamar Jackson of the Ravens. It's the Ravens Bills coming up on CBS.
Ford Field, the NFC Divisional Playoff. As the top seed in the NFC, the Detroit Lions host the Washington Commanders. No rookie quarterback has ever made the Super Bowl. He's trying to get Washington one step away. Terry McLaurin takes it 59 yards, and the Commanders are back on top.
This kid is special. He's different. This kid's money.
Washington is a stop away. That's it! We're going to the NFC Championship game!
Came out here, fan showdown, man. Got a dub. Now we're going to the NFC Championship game, man.
Well, the excellence of Jaden Daniels was on full display last night. 299 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns while completing nearly 71% of his passes. What a game from the rookie.
Never flinched, JB. I think you look at this kid, he's mature beyond his years. He continues to get better. No moment is too big for him. This football team takes on his identity. I give Dan Quinn a lot of credit. He puts a lot of trust. They do a lot of things with him.
Yeah.
Give him a lot of leeway in this. And I'll tell you right now, they are playing as good as anybody. There's no team they don't think they can beat.
And it's easy to say it was inevitable before these injuries caught up to Detroit, but then that would be dismissive of what the Washington Commanders did. On defense, they showed up and they showed out. They made an efficient quarterback in Jared Goff look very reckless. That's because they were rushing 4, rushing 3, and still getting pressure on him. That defense, they were flying around, especially that secondary.
Yeah, and we talked about the NFC North seemingly every week during the season, and what a juggernaut that was. Turns out the NFC Championship, it's all NFC East, right? We've got the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles going at it. Ton of fun to watch. The energy with which they play, the effort with which the Commanders play with is impressive to watch.
And just a little credit to also Joe Witt, the defensive coordinator. That squad defensively got it done nicely.
And for Adam Peters as well. I mean, what he did bringing in some of those players like Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, Franklin Louvu, Bobby Wagner. He did
those veterans, right?
A lot of veterans with a young team.
Yeah, no question about that. All right, folks. Nate, just a while ago, of course, the game in Philly went 5.
So they have to be disciplined versus this Ravens offense.
And it says you even talk about the fact that Lamar in himself is a running threat, too.
No doubt.
Part of it.
No doubt.
The other side of it, for the Ravens defense, they made a big change in Week 11. Kyle Hamilton went to safety. Marlon Humphrey went to nickel. They put down Nate Wiggins on the outside. Points per game first. Total yards first. But down here, this last stat, they were the worst in the league giving up big plays. So what did they do? They go back and they got simple. And right here, this nickel package right here, stop and a run. There's Marlon Humphrey. He embraced that nickel package right there. Roquan Smith right there. They start off, and this is a defense that stays on their feet. They're athletic, they're fast, and they give you a bunch of different looks. Zach Gordon, I'll say, okay, let me get Roquan. Come up the middle. Look from the outside. Kyle Hamilton right here, going back to the middle. Kind of like a rap player. He's got a great feel for route progressions. He's going to sit there and jump this crosser right here. You can see the interception he makes. And they give you an inside pressure. Oh, well, come here. Sticky Sam, I call this, because everyone's right up there.
Right. Yeah.
And it's all drop out of there. So, again, they give you different looks. Very diverse in what they're showing you. And there's Matabike right there finishing off the pressure.
Yeah.
They've gotten better since Week 11. They've gotten comfortable since Week 11. Not giving up big plays. Big challenge today now going against Josh Allen.
And we know as far as Buffalo's offense is concerned, it certainly begins and ends, of course, with Josh Allen. But the team is so much better when everybody else steps up and gets it done.
Yeah, this is a different offense. Amari Cooper wasn't on the roster. Khalil Shakir was banged up last time they played each other. But Curtis Samuel, he's that positionless player. When you see him in shifts, in motions, a lot of pre-snap movement, look at him for those jet sweeps, quick passes, getting him going early. He's that guy that can be an X factor and change the game in any moment.
Yeah, and I'm looking at James Cook, right? It's going to be cold up there tonight. How do you keep the ball away from Lamar? How do you keep it away from Derrick Henry? You run James Cook. You get behind that offensive line, and you try and set up play-action pass for Josh later in the game.
And when Josh Allen gets out of the pocket and he starts to improvise, who's he look for? Ty Johnson, one of the best third down backs in the business. That guy will make more impromptu plays along with Lamar. This will be a fun game to watch.
Well, you guys are fired up for this one, as am I. Hey, folks.
Here's a more concise version. Welcome to the home of Philadelphia Eagles fans. Get the latest news, game analysis, and everything you need to keep up with the Eagles. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our Eagles content. Join the community, and together, let's soar to the top. Fly, Eagles, fly. How does this look? Snowstorm and Saquon Barkley's brilliance propel Eagles past Rams in divisional round. January 19th, 2025. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In a thrilling snow-soaked divisional round matchup, the Philadelphia Eagles triumphed 28-22 over the Los Angeles Rams, propelled by an unforgettable performance from Saquon Barkley and strategic defensive plays. The game began with a spectacle of winter conditions that played a crucial role throughout. As freezing rain turned to snow, the Eagles' offense took full advantage of the chaotic weather. Barkley was unstoppable, exploding for 2 long touchdowns. 62 yards in the first quarter, and an astonishing 78-yard sprint late in the fourth, securing his 205 rushing yards. Despite Barkley's heroics, his performance wasn't without struggle, averaging just 2.7 yards per carry on the other 24 rushes, showing how the elements tested every player's endurance. The Rams' challenge wasn't just the weather, but costly turnovers. Kyren Williams fumbled the ball after a hit from Eagles' Jalen Carter, while Matthew Stafford's pass attempt was disrupted, both turnovers leading to critical field goals for the Eagles. Despite a late Rams rally, including a series of impressive sacks from rookie defensive standout Jared Verse, the Eagles' defense, led by Vic Fangio's cunning blitz schemes, contained Stafford's efforts and ultimately sealed the victory. The game also witnessed a kicker's rollercoaster ride, with Jake Elliott struggling with extra points missing 2 crucial attempts but coming through with key long-distance kicks, including one after Barkley's game-sealing touchdown. Philadelphia now moves on to face Washington in the NFC Championship game next Sunday, as they continue their pursuit of a second Super Bowl in 5 seasons. The Rams, despite their valiant comeback attempt, fall short in a game where weather and critical mistakes decided the outcome. Here's the closing in English. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on everything Philadelphia Eagles. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video. Fly, Eagles, fly. How's that sound?